What's going on, Sumolings? Thank you so much for joining us for another product walkthrough webinar. I am Lindsay, and today I am joined by the team over at Internxt. This is a zero-knowledge cloud storage service based on complete privacy and uncompromising security. It is available on AppSumo right now, starting at $49 for a lifetime deal. Before we dive into the walkthrough, though, I just want to tell y'all a few quick things. First, if you want to tell us a little bit about your use case, go ahead and do that in the chat room. If you have any questions about the tool, the deal, how to get set up, go ahead and leave your questions in the Q&A box down below this video, and we will circle back to them at the end of the walkthrough. The last thing is that there will be a replay of this available, so if you need to step out, you totally can, and you can watch this again later as many times as you want. All right, that is enough of me. Hey, Fran, how are you doing?
Hey, how are you? All good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's great to have you here. I'm going to go ahead and pass this over to you for the walkthrough. And then when you're done, let me know when you're ready to take questions.
Sure, totally. So yeah, I'll start. I'll share my screen for a second. Yeah, do you see my screen?
Yep, looks good.
Awesome. So essentially, I'm going to explain a little bit what we're up to, so that we're all aligned on what Internxt is about. And then I'll walk you guys through our app. And but I think it's important that people understand where we are at and what the state of the app is right now, so that they better understand, how complex it is and what the next features are. So essentially, Internxt it provides a wide range of internet services that are focused on privacy and security. So what we saw is that on the internet, companies like Google, Microsoft, they are all advertising companies. And the services they provide are a means to an end, which is gathering data about the user. And we thought that wasn't right. So we created a series of internet services that, respected user privacy and that were, an end per se without, we essentially don't have access to any of your data. So we thought that was very important. Privacy is it's hugely important, and we thought that it was very important to tackle that. So essentially, the problem we started tackling was the issue with cloud storage. So that's one of the first services that Google offers with their G Suite, Google Drive, and that's the first one we're attacking with Internxt. So what we saw is that these companies kept either getting hacked, or they could gain access to user files relatively easily, and essentially user data was being compromised continuously. So we didn't think that was right. Moreover, privacy, as I said, is a huge concern, both for B2C and B2B. So we thought it was very important to tackle this issue right now. And as a solution, we decided to create Internxt. Internxt Drive is a Google Drive alternative, which is, as I said, focused on privacy, on complete privacy and security. So when you upload files to Internxt, essentially the difference between uploading a file to Internxt or to Dropbox or whatever is that on Internxt, it gets client-side encrypted and fragmented. So nobody other than you has access to the file. We can't access your file. No third party can ever access your file. No hackers, no companies, no one. And that's basically because of the way in which Internxt is built. It uses client-side encryption and decentralized technology to ensure that files are always secure. They're also always replicated in 10 servers. So if one ever went down, it would get replicated on another one. So, the SLA is also huge. So that's our value proposition. We started developing this 3 years ago. We launched the first stable version a year ago, and this is it. Essentially, we've got a web app, mobile app, and desktop app. And as I said, the UX is very similar to that of Google Drive or of our competition, but the technology behind it is much, much more complex. So that's basically, where we're at. We did focus a lot on UX and trying to build something that's usable, or at least relatively usable by people, bringing these, decentralized tech product to the mass market. Then going forward, as I said, the app is free and is available on the App Store, Google Play Store. It's also available on all web browsers, Chrome, Safari, Edge, and also on the desktop. So you can download our desktop app from internxt.com. I'll walk you through that in a minute. But yeah, it's available for Linux, for most Linux distributions, also for Mac and for Windows. Moving forward, We also recently released Internxt Photos. So unlike Internxt Drive, which was launched a year ago, Internxt Photos has just been released. That means that, obviously it's still a very early stage product, especially because the technology we're using is very complex in the backend. So it's hard to get it as usable as that service of Google or Dropbox. But, getting a lifetime deal on these at this price is certainly a huge long-term investment. We're profitable. We're growing. We just closed a big seed round, $1 million, and we're using all those resources to invest in product. So we're doing our best. So essentially, Internxt Photos, as I said, is an alternative to Google Photos. Right now, it's available on mobile, so on Android and iOS. You just need to download the Internxt app, and the Internxt app essentially is a hub of privacy-related apps that that essentially includes what Internxt Drive, Internxt Photos, and all our upcoming services. We're also going to be releasing Internxt Send, which is a more private alternative to WeTransfer, Internxt Mail, which is an alternative to Gmail, and all these apps will be available on our Internxt mobile app. So you can switch between all of them within the same app. We'll be launching our web app for Internxt Photos in a few days. So that's also good news. The market size for cloud storage is huge, and it's growing very fast. It's growing at 20% annually. This is part of our team. We're actually more than 20 people right now. We've hired a lot of senior engineers as well, and we're located in Valencia, Spain. Obviously, in terms of competition, we've got Google, Microsoft, and so forth. The issue with them is that they're very large companies, they're public companies that are very rigid within their business model, so they can't really switch from that to providing something that's private, because essentially that would completely ruin their business model, because their business model is based out on advertising, on publicity. And then in terms of other companies that are more privacy oriented, like Tresorit and so forth, they only offer client-side encryption, whereas we added a layer, and we also used decentralized technology and blockchain technology to make sure that files are completely anonymous. So, we're trying to build something that's like the signal messenger of cloud storage. As I said, we've got 30,000 total users. We'll finish the year hopefully with over 300,000, probably around 500,000. So it's growing fast. And why now? As I said, privacy is a huge concern. So tackling that is very, very relevant. As I said, we're growing very fast. We plan on making around €1 million in revenues this year, and multiply that by 4 or 5 next year. As I said, we're profitable. We've got a team of 20 people. We will be around 40 people in a few months. So we're growing really fast. This year we'll be growing at around 350%. So adding on that, we're a young company. We're growing, but we're still young and small. So essentially, we're trying to compete with these huge corporations that have been around for many, many years with huge teams. So on our end, we're literally trying to go as fast as possible, but taking these very disruptive technology into the cloud storage market and making sure that it's as usable as that of Dropbox or these more established companies takes a lot of time. That's why I said that we've taken our price down a lot on AppSumo, and it's a huge long-term investment from our point of view. I'm reading some of your questions, so I'll tackle them right now. In terms of our product in general, as I said, our main product is Internxt Drive. If you want to try it out prior to to buying the AppSumo license, you can literally just go on our website and use and sign up for free for our 10 gigabyte free cloud storage plan. We offer 2 gigabytes of free cloud storage, but a few days ago we switched that to 10 gigabytes. Just make sure that within our capabilities we made that as attractive as possible. Our plans on AppSumo are for individuals. So essentially, this deal is very similar to that of iCloud or pCloud that was offered on AppSumo. So one license plus one user. There were some questions about these on why we don't offer teams on lifetime multi-member accounts. We've been asked that quite a lot. At the moment, we won't be doing that because we don't have lifetime accounts for our for our team products. The business accounts, which you can see right here, are significantly more expensive. So essentially you pay per user. So it would greatly depend on, how many users we have. We've got users that are paying 6-figure numbers for our team plans for large corporations or, essentially big companies. So, we're exploring the possibility of adding more, more of these members to some of our AppSumo deals. But at the moment, also from a technical point of view, it would be very hard because basically the product you're using is this for individuals, which is already built. So remaking that so that you can add, a few users for the plans for individuals, that would be a bit hard, and connect that to AppSumo. So that would be relatively hard. So right now we don't plan on doing that, especially because at the price we're selling it, also we need to make sure that this is profitable long term, and we already think it's a very good deal for the price we're offering the service at. As I said, Internxt is one of our future services. I'm seeing some of the questions. I'm literally answering some of your questions as I walk you through our product. So Internxt, as I said, is a WeTransfer alternative. It's also client-side encrypted. It'll come out in a few weeks. I'll show you the roadmap very soon. And then I also see some questions with regards to speed. So bear in mind that, first of all, we are very young. We also use very disruptive technologies. So we are trying to link this hugely disruptive product to very complex architecture that's decentralized, and that's essentially, I'm going to show you the map. So essentially, we've got servers, we've got data centers that are plugged in our network. They come and join us, and they are hosting encrypted data shards so that the network is fully anonymous, fully decentralized. So obviously that brings a lot of benefits. So it's a very privacy-focused service. So if you truly care about privacy, if you want something that you can act as a file vault that's hugely secure, this is your product. As I said, we're making the product as fast as possible and as usable as possible. We are missing some features, so we'll be adding them, but just bear that in mind. The product is very cheap, so right now on AppSumo. So one of the reasons why we decided to set up that price is basically because we thought that that it'd be a good long-term deal, and that it'd be also sustainable for us. Moving forward, this is our AppSumo page. The campaign is going really well. We've got 44 reviews so far. We just came out a few days ago, so that's good. We're happy with the campaign. Here you've got a small explanation of what we're all about. Essentially this paragraph, the reason why I wrote it is because I thought that there were going to be some people complaining about obviously upload speed or usability or missing features like more advanced link sharing or whatever. So one of the reasons why I wrote this is because I really wanted to make sure that you understood that we were doing our best with our resources. This is our last review. It's a 1-star review, but on average, 2 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars. So we're relatively happy. There's obviously some users that are not very happy with the product, and we're trying to make them change their review. So we've got a mix of opinions, but so far we've got a 4-star plus, taco review. And we think that it's very important that you understand what our product is, because most of our replies to these low taco reviews are the same. We're adding this feature, we're adding that feature, we're making this faster, but understand what the product is. So people really need to understand what the technology behind the product is. This is our UI. Essentially, you can upload a file from here. You can also, literally just create folders. And, some people ask us if they can upload folders to Internxt, right? They can. We're going to be making this feature more, more accessible, because some people don't understand. Essentially, you can literally just drag and drop the folder here. It doesn't have any files inside, so it probably won't upload. But that's basically how you do it. Then in terms of the Trello board, this is our roadmap. As I said, Internxt Photos on mobile is ready. Internxt Drive on mobile is ready. Internxt Drive desktop there's all these features. Oh, by the way, you can upload our desktop app right from our homepage. And people ask us if they can download our desktop app. You can also download it from here. You can download it from Drive Web. As you can see, I'm a user myself. I'm literally using it for all my files. I don't have many. But yeah, as I said, for large file uploads, you will want to use the product in a few weeks or months, because it's going to take some time. It's going to take longer than uploading them to Google Drive. So if you don't mind, that's fine. But if you do mind, then you may want to, grab the deal right now and upload the files a little bit later. So that's that. We're adding many features to the drive. We are continuously working on improving the overall upload and download speed. We're also adding selective sync for the desktop app. These are just some of the features, by the way, the most important ones. There's also a 1.2 gigabyte file upload limit on Drive Web. I don't think I have a file as big as that one, but if you try to upload a file of, say, 2 gigabytes or whatever, it won't upload. Essentially, we will be completely waiving that limit very soon, but we just don't want everything to get very saturated fast. We're a small product, so we're getting loads of users, so we want to make sure that we handle them in the best possible way. So we'll be removing that limit. There's no storage limit on the desktop app, so if you want to upload files of any size, you can do that in the desktop app. We've also got a web app product coming out essentially in a few weeks. We're working on it right now. And as I said, Internxt mail is also coming up. I see some of the questions with regards to migration tools from Google Drive. Yes, 100%. Like we literally, study our competition every day, like all the time. Migrating from whatever service to Internxt in a way that's easy is one of our top priorities. I do see, a lot of good comments as well. We're literally working on upload and download speeds. That's basically the main comments we're getting. So that's that. There's a lot of features coming. As I said, it's a good long-term investment. So, if you do have any more questions, do let me know. This is also important. In your membership for Internxt, you're going to have access to all our services, meaning that with your Internxt lifetime membership, you're going to get lifetime access to Internxt Drive, Internxt Photos, Internxt Send, Internxt Mail, whatever else is coming. So we're building our G Suite and this one single membership. So we're literally doing our best. So thanks a lot for listening. I think I'm done. So feel free to ask any further questions. I hope it was useful. I really think for such a complex product in the backend UX, we've tried to make it as simple as possible. I think it's important that you understand what we're working on and what it's all about and how important it is that all of these plays out nicely so that the product is as secure and as private as it can get. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sumolings, I know that he's already answered a bunch of your questions while going through this, so feel free to drop in some more questions that you have right now. One person is asking if there's a way to earn more space, if there's like an affiliate program or some way you can get credit for recommending people to Internxt. Does that exist?
Yeah, so we've got that. Literally go on referrals. So we've got a referral program. You can get €5 for every friend you refer. So that's very nice. You can get with those €5, you can literally get merchandise, more space, or also some Internxt tokens. So you can literally get virtually any of our other alternative products with that money. So yeah, €5 for each friend.
Great. Is the encryption key hidden, or can we store it in a password file in case our device is ever stolen, lost, or broken?
Right. So how encryption works in our product is you use your password to client-side encrypt all files. Essentially, that's very important for you to understand because you should not lose your password. That's your private key. We don't store your password. We don't. That's what differentiates it from Google Drive. We don't. Alongside other obviously other things, but the main thing or the easiest thing to understand is that you store your password. We don't store it because we don't sell your data. We don't need access to your data. We are trying to build ways, also again, more features coming. We're trying to build ways for you to gain access to your files if you lose your password. So say you have a session open on another device. If you forget your password, you could literally just re-encrypt the files with the password that's stored on your local browser or whatever, and with a new password without remembering the old one. So that's what we're trying to build right now, so that even if you lost your password, you will be safe. But yeah, that's how encryption works.
Awesome, thank you. All right, this is the last question. Oh, we got a couple more questions. So just kidding. So for one license, would I be able to install the desktop app in 2 locations or more, like my laptop, my office PC, and my home PC?
Yeah, totally. So one license includes unlimited devices. So you can use these on as many mobile devices as you want, and as many desktop devices as you want. You can literally share one account with your family members or your girlfriend or whatever. That's fine.
Can you explain more about the ability to monetize unused storage space, like a peer-to-peer application? Horatio asks.
Yeah, so basically this is more for data centers. So it's a more technical product. We usually aim that for data centers. For example, we've partnered with OVH or with IBM or with Hettner. It's a German provider. So essentially they have unused storage space on the data center because no one has 100% capacity being used on their data center. So essentially they plug their data center to our storage architecture, and they get paid for that. So it's more aimed for that, for professionals. That's the biggest use case. So we've got hundreds of data centers all over the world that are part of our architecture, and that's why it's distributed. But they're professional providers that never have access to the files.
If we have the LTD, can we buy even more space with this credit we earn by recommending? How much does extra space cost?
Right. So for the €5 credit, I mean, usually what we're seeing with AppSumo members is that they redeem that for merchandise. You can get money by referring friends to our free plan. So essentially, that's how it works. If you're a subscriber, you can get money on your account to pay for the next subscription. Since you're lifetime members, that would make much sense. What we're working on right now is the Dropbox referral model, where you get additional space, like a couple of gigs or so for each friend you refer to our free plan. So that's what we're looking at.
Awesome. On the upcoming mail service, can we connect business emails?
Yeah, that would be possible.
Any plans to add functionality to stream videos/music stored in your drive?
Yeah, that's a huge feature we're working on. Should have instead. So right now on the web and mobile apps, you need to download the file to see it because it gets decrypted and so forth. We're working on, and it's already available, by the way, on Internxt Photos on the mobile app, file previews. So you will be able to preview or stream videos or photos or files, PDFs, without actually downloading them. So essentially what's going to happen is that when you upload the files, a small preview is also stored in your device, on your mobile device, compressed preview. So that's the case for Internxt Photos, for instance. So when you open that, it literally opens without downloading the file. That's how it works. This is optional, obviously, because some people don't want to take any local storage, although it doesn't take much. But that's basically it's possible already, and it will be adding more features to that.
Awesome. Can Internxt Drive be mounted on your system as a local drive?
Yeah. So essentially, again, we're working on more integrations within the local storage of your OS. But right now, how it works is when you download our desktop app, I'm going to show you. Because this is important, because when people, sometimes they don't understand how the desktop app works. So you get this tray icon. I'm not sharing my screen anymore, am I?
You are.
Oh, I am? Okay,
Yeah.
good. That's great. On the tray of my Mac, you can see, the Internxt Drive version, whatever, my account, and all these functionalities. So essentially how it works is it creates a local folder on your, this is the folder I uploaded previously. So it creates a local folder on your Mac, and you can literally upload anything. And as long as the app is open in the background, it will sync with the cloud. You have two-way upload per default. You also have one-way upload in case you want to free up storage and you only want to use it as a, as an app to free up storage of your computer and then delete it locally. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Will it be possible to serve static websites and photos and stream videos from Internxt Drive like you can from pCloud, or does the encryption scheme make that impossible because each file needs to be put back together and decrypted before viewing?
Yeah, we're working on that as well. Again, we're working on many features. That will be one of them. Yep.
I love that. How long do you plan to be active on AppSumo? That's the $1 million question, Ryan. We don't know.
We don't know.
Nobody knows. It's a secret, bud. I'm so sorry. Hang on. Windows, is there a Windows/Mac backup available?
Yeah, you can literally just use the folder as a backup. Again, more advanced integrations will come, like what is it? I think it's File Vault or something like that. The Mac backup tool. So we'll be integrating it with Mac and Windows backup tools very soon. So yeah.
Awesome. What's the upload speed looking like right now?
It really depends on your internet speed, what device you're using, how powerful it is. Bear in mind that your client-side encrypted data on your device. So it also depends on how much RAM it has, how big it is, and so forth. So if you want, I can try to upload a file and you can see. Wait, let me share my screen again. Just wait. So I did see some question with regards to here. So these, I don't know how big it is. It's a PNG file, so it's just an image. So it should take hopefully a few seconds to upload. Let's see. Let's wait and see. Yeah, there you go. So that's like, I don't know how many seconds, but yeah.
Thank you. What's the difference between two-way upload and one-way upload? What's better to have more upload speed?
Yeah, so one-way upload usually works better because it's more simple. So you upload from your local device to the cloud, and then you can free up space locally. But it depends. If you want to have everything, I have two-way upload because I like to have my stuff locally so that I can access it at any time from my computer. So, and then I can edit documents, it automatically syncs them. So it's very handy.
Awesome. All right, Sumolings, we have just one more question left here. I know it probably looks like there's more because we answered them while we were going through the walkthrough, but if you have any more questions, go ahead and throw them in now. Is there documentation, like a user guide or how-to videos, anything like that?
So right now I don't have it here because I'm not a new user, but when you download the app on your when you're a first-time user, essentially you get a welcome guide with some explanation of what the service is all about. But we're working on some tutorials for the desktop app and the web app as well because we think that's important. So yeah.
Awesome. And will there ever be a progress bar?
Yeah, there's already a partial progress bar on some of the apps for web and mobile. We'll be fully implementing progress bar with percentage upload and download in a few days as well. Yeah.
Awesome. And what about, I'm asking a bunch of roadmap related questions, I suppose. So is there, when you start uploading something, if you change the window, does it stop the upload? And is there something on the roadmap to stop that, if so?
No, it's fine. You can, keep browsing and it'll upload.
All right, those are all the questions that we have. So Sumolings, anything else that you want to know, you could drop it in right now. I want to make sure that we get everything answered. I really appreciate you taking the time, and we got a couple other people excited about the tool and also grateful that you took the time to talk with us today, so I appreciate it. All right, I'm done stalling. Sumolings, if you have not already, you can go to appsumo.com/Internxt. That's INTERNXT to redeem your codes. It is starting at $49 for a lifetime deal. And of course, this is backed by AppSumo's 60-day guarantee. So you can go ahead, get set up, play around with it, and see how it works for you. Once you've done that, we love to read your reviews on the deal page. So go ahead and give this your taco rating. And of course, you can leave any more questions that you have on the deal page as well. Thank you so much. Mario says thank you. Thank you all. I appreciate you being here today, Fran. Have a good one.
Thank you. It's been awesome. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.